Sam.
Hello, sir.
Pleasure to meet you, sir. Ben from HeyUGuys.
How do you do?
Very well. So, it's obviously in the same world as The Wizard of Oz. Slightly less song and dance numbers, though, than the original.
That's right. The original was like the greatest musical ever made as far as I'm concerned. This piece is not a musical, and it's based on the same source material, L. Frank Baum's series of books about The Wizard of Oz and the adventures in the land of Oz. There's a lot of characters in those books. It's almost like 14 or 15, I think, of them. But it's really the story of the wizard and who he was in Kansas and how he got to the land of Oz and how he became the great wizard.
So it's not a direct prequel then? I mean, if you were to say, let's assume it makes mega bucks and they bring you back for a sequel, because this sets up a sequel, sets up thingy nicely, would you divert from the original then?
Well, for me, I was really attracted to this story because it had a main character who was a little selfish, but he had a good heart somewhere deep within him. And then along his journey that he went on, he found that good heart. So I thought that was uplifting, and that maybe the movie could be uplifting for the audience. I don't think that I just could make a sequel. I'd have to read a screenplay that had that same wonderful, magical quality to it.
And obviously this is in 3D. How did you find working with 3D, and would you consider converting any of your old films into 3D?
I thought it was a great challenge to learn how to work with 3D, but I surrounded myself with great artists and technicians, great stereographer and cameraman and visual effects supervisor, and I learned how, with their help, to make a 3D movie. It was a great challenge, and if the material was right, if it was proper, then I would make another 3D movie. The reason that Oz the Great and the Powerful was a good candidate for 3D was we really wanted to take the audience on a journey to this magical land, to really take them someplace that was described in L. Frank Baum's books that was just fantastical. And that extra dimension would help us really make the audience feel like they were visiting this place.
Would you go back and convert any of your older films, though?
I don't have any plans to. I haven't really thought about it.
Okay, thank you very much, Sam.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.